Hi, thank you so much for having me today. I'm very pleased to have the opportunity to speak exactly 5 minutes for the first round of this very interesting topic. And I would love to offer you today a bit of an additional lens on the digital European sovereignty. And the lens that we will talk about later is technology, a big one, a very important one. One is that's talked about very often. But the one I would like to offer you today is the lens of us, of the people, of actually what can we do to support the digital sovereignty to achieve this topic. And if we talk about this in 2025, in the age of AI, then we are actually talking about capabilities, our ability to adapt, to evolve, and to govern in the age of AI. And here is the challenge. AI is moving super fast. It moves at exponential pace. But our institutions, our skills, our systems, they are struggling to keep up. So how do we catch up? Now, let me start with this one. If we look at AI, it's evolving at exponential pace, right? So if you look at, for example, the time that it took to achieve certain skills. We started with handwriting recognition. It is going very fast and achieving already human performance. We are having speech recognition. We have image recognition. Then we have the ability to read, to understand, to actually apply common sense from what I just read and understand. And if you look at the curves, they are getting steeper and steeper and steeper, and it gets faster and faster to actually reach the level of an average human performance. And by now, we can do code generation, and we can even do math. But now here comes the tricky piece. The AI skill evolution, exponential, and if you look at the gray curve, the human learning, that's linear. It is linear, it will stay linear, and that's the true issue. AI skill accelerates exponentially, our human learning does not. And that is the actual gap that we need to close, because we need to be able to use and leverage this new technology. Otherwise, it's nice that we have it, but it does not really help us anyway along. And we are still living in a world, institutional, organizational, that is built for slow change. But this is not the world we live in tomorrow. This is not the situation we have. So let us look at how do maybe best-in-class companies tackle this challenge, because they face it as well. Now, they actually do one thing. They apply the 10-20-70 rule. So leading companies actually say, to close this gap, we need to tackle 3 things. One is algorithms, super important, 10%. Number 2 is technology and data, also super important, 20%. But the actual key thing that we already see from the adaptations happening today is the dimension of people. It's a bit, yes, I have the algorithm, I have the technology, and then we have several conversations, at least we as BCG. What about the people aspect? Why are people not using the technology? It's proven, it's better. We call it the adoption paradoxon. It is there, it works, it's proven that it's better, people still don't use it. Why don't people use it? We are human beings, we don't like change. We're change-averse at heart, and it is really super tricky to get human beings to do something even if it's good for them. So the one thing, and we just recently, 2 months ago, did a study asking companies that are leading in this space, like what is going easy and what is going tough. And what came out there is that 2 out of 3 of those companies investing heavily in AI, they are actually saying the 2 topics we are struggling most with is reimagining workflows, operating model, drive incentives, culture, and change, as well as find the right talent and do the upskilling. So all elements that tackle the 70. But this is the biggest piece, so this is super important, and companies struggle with it. And I firmly believe this is not just an issue that companies have. This is an issue that we in Europe have. This is an issue that we have also on an institutional level, on a company level, and on a personal level. So really making sure that we tackle this dimension that might seem hidden, a bit under the water, is really relevant to drive significant change. Okay, now how to get it done? What's important about that? The key thing is that we need to acknowledge that we need to build a system that scales learning. Yes, we leverage technology, yes, we leverage algorithms, but we need to scale the learning piece. And we have the strategic piece, we have the responsible AI, but in the end, it is very important that we don't forget the people strategy and the people dimensions. How does our future operating model look like? What are the governance necessities? What are the future talent needs? And what is how to really battle this adoption paradoxon across culture and change? And this is not a topic of just an individual. I think this is a topic of all of us. And I'm very happy to hear the next panel and to see how the broader discussion around this topic will go. Thank you very much.
Nina Katajeva, I so wish I could learn exponentially. That would be so great.
Me too. Thank you.
Und jetzt gehen wir